Alright, moving on.
In the late 2000s, two companies took over the world of sports, only to get sued, having to repay customers millions of dollars for allegedly selling a product.
Yes! These things. There were kids in my high school that wore them, and they were all baseball players and thought that they were to begin with, because they were baseball players, but they had baseball necklace thing? Yeah, the rope. Yeah, these things. These things were at Dick's Sporting Goods, like, everywhere. Baseball accessories. Wow, that's sad. Oh, you don't even market them anymore. But yeah, they were like double braided. Sometimes they'd have your team on it. It was a nothing. It was like the Livestrong bracelets. They did nothing. 5G, 6G EMF protection silicone bracelet. Oh, you're only charging $80? Only?
That did nothing. Yet thousands of athletes not only used them, they loved them and swore by them.
And then promoted it to children. It's almost like you could draw a parallel to children in gambling. So if David Ortiz wears one of these bullshit bracelets or bullshit necklaces, and when he gets interviewed and says, oh, it helps, that's him promoting bullshit, is it not? Who am I talking about? Fucking XQC. You promote gambling to children. You do.
David Beckham.
I hope they pay you another $100 million so that you keep gambling. I stream on Kick to 13,000 people watching me gamble my money that the company that owns the website I'm streaming on, that I own a part of, is paying for it. You own percent stock of these companies. You are promoting it. Am I missing something? You're getting paid by stake to gamble on Kick to children. You promote gambling to children.
In the late 2000s, two companies took over the world.
I'm going to make fun of you is my point. I'm not going to judge you. I'm going to make fun of you for being a fucking moron.
World of sports, only to get sued, having to repay customers millions of dollars.
$57 million settlement. 57. They made 57. Folks, that's not a good thing. That's a scary number. You can be like, oh, they had to pay out so much money. My brother in Christ, that means they made more than that. That means they made more than $57 million off of snake oil. It's snake oil.
For allegedly selling a product that did nothing. Yet thousands of athletes not only used them, they loved them and swore by them. Alex Rodriguez, David Beckham, Ronaldo, Bryce Harper, Robert De Niro, Lindsay Lohan, and even Bill Clinton.
Okay, I don't want this monster on screen. Okay, let's take a step back. Let's recap the names of celebrities that endorsed this dog shit. Okay, so that should tell you as a consumer not to listen to anything these fucking jackwagons say. And if you can't have the cognitive function to do so, you are fucked. You are fucked. You will become Soylent Green for the FEMA camps and then some. You know the meme? You look like you clearly don't own an air fryer? You clearly look like you own a pair of Crocs.
Millions of people wore necklaces and bracelets said to be fueled by a nanotechnology operating at a subatomic level in the quantum field.
Did I invent this? Did I make this up? Run that by me again.
Said to be fueled by a nanotechnology operating at a subatomic level in the quantum field using a hologram that is so complex it has infinite depth.
Okay. So it's snake oil, and you people bought it, and now you're mad at me for calling you dummy brains. Guess what? You have dummy brain. You probably bought a pair of Crocs. You have dummy brain. You are the type of person that complains about the form of capitalism and how bad these companies are, like the United Healthcare CEO, and how corrupt the system is, while you buy a pair of Crocs. Guess what, dummy head? You are literally supporting the machine you are trying to rage against. You own an air fryer. It is not even an air fryer. It is a glorified toaster oven, and you bought one at full retail price. So when I say you look clearly like you own a pair of Crocs, know that it is meant with malice, you dummy head. You have dummy brain.
When in contact with your body, it uses your bioelectrical energy to increase.
Okay, so it's going to. Okay, let me give this thing the benefit of the doubt, right? Maybe it uses our innate auric field to manipulate matter and energy. Maybe it taps into our fields of magnetism and energy and outputs. Maybe it does that. Let's find out.
To increase your physiological power.
Oh, it's all bullshit? Oh, it's all bullshit? Oh, it's all bullshit?
These claims come from several different explanations of power balance found on archive.
No, that can't be real. That can't be real. That can't be real. I want to read that again. I want to read that again. The evolution process behind the power/balance, trademark, drew on the sciences of quantum physics and semantics, and utilized geometry, mathematics, vibration, and music, color, and light in association with time-honored biological. Oh, you people bought this. You people bought this thing, okay? I know you bought it because I had kids in high school and middle school that wore these things. I knew people in college that wore these things. So clearly, you have dummy brain. The power balance produces all the physiological benefits it does through a proprietary advanced technology, QVC, whereby specific energies are isolated and light encoded into an aluminum silicon-based medium. So they put a sticker that's holographic on a rubber bracelet, got David Ortiz to promote it, and it sold like hotcakes. Am I missing anything? No? Continue.
Power balance found on archived versions of their website spanning from 2007.
These are questions on their own website, powerbalance.net/facts, which means somebody wrote this as a danger. Welcome back. This is on their website, which means, again, somebody had to write this information down to bullshit the customer reading their facts and questions page, being like, what is the major benefit of the power balance band? Well, there are a number, but an overall benefit that best describes the power balance is that it brings the body back into a state of harmony, an equilibrium that it once had before pollution, chemicals, fast food, lack of exercise, and stress took its toll. As a consequence, most people experience in varying degrees an increase in balance, strength, flexibility, endurance, focus, and coordination or rhythm. It's bullshit.
To 2009. When these claims were made, nobody had ever even heard of them. A few years later, pretty much every single athlete in the world would be wearing their product. But at the time, a completely different company was dominating the space. Fightin' necklaces were
that's right.
a phenomenon, originally created in the 80s.
Okay, let's read the mission statement from the literal president of Fightin'. Since our company was established, we at Fightin' have perceived research and development with our primary focus on the natural healing power inherent in the human body. Many people today often find it difficult to maintain a proper balance between their mind and body due to stress and fatigue accumulated in their everyday lives. It's bullshit. It's snake oil. You bought snake oil. You have dummy brain.
By a Japanese chiropractor / holistic.
Oh, don't get me started on chiropractors, dude. Chiropractors are all charlatans. Do not go to my father goes to a chiropractor, and I wish I had a time machine to go back in time and stop him from ever going in to see one. A chiropractor is good on pen and paper because it's somebody designed specifically to rearrange your joints so that you're healthier, so that your bones can grow, yada yada. Here's the problem. The problem is that guy or that girl does it for you. They put you on a bed and break your spine. And then you, because they did it, have to see them again and again and again until you're dead to continue to have that adjustment happen to you. Okay, so Poindexter here wants me to spend $90 to have a chiropractic appointment. And then every 3 to 4 months, I have to go see the same guy to put my body back in place because he fucked it up. Here's a newsflash. Go find me a chiropractor that teaches you how to do it to yourself. Show me oh, they don't exist? Oh, because they wouldn't make any money? Oh, it's like chiropractic's a scam. Folks, I have tattoos, which means I have spent money to have another human being literally scar me and torture me for art. And I see that as a better solution than chiropractics ever has been.
Medicine practitioner. They transformed from a line of magnetic tape, clothing, and even shampoo into a necklace. According to Fighton, the secret ingredient was aqua
It's bullshit. The secret ingredient is gullible people with money.
titanium. According to archived versions of their website, they discovered
Aqua titanium? Aqua titanium. Oh, aqua titan. I hope all you burn in hell. I'm literally gonna play it. A video game while I wait. I'm sorry. Hey, when you take the dildo out of your asshole that is currently so far up it's hitting your cranium, we'll talk. We'll give him some time. I'll give him 2 minutes. Is this...
The Russians are providing a truck and some
There, now you guys can hear it. Oh, it went down again? What a shock. Oh, the music in this game too, it's so good. So we have to sneak this little convoy over here. But the problem is I just blew my cover, so I'm gonna have to reload. Like my great-grandmother, so whenever I would go to my grandparents, she had an NES with Duck Hunt and Super Mario Bros. Combo. So whenever we would go to her house, that's what I would play. Okay, let's not blow our cover. We have to steal something. Sergey managed to set up a bogus arms deal with the Jack of Clubs. I know, I'm periodically looking at my second monitor to see if anybody shows up. No shot. No, that looks like an officer. There you are. Come here, fucker. Call for extraction. I know. I keep looking. I mean, it's a good sign to constantly look at the second monitor because you never know. Call for extraction. Send the boys in. I'm trying to clear the LZ for you. No, you're not. Oh, you mudda. I got you. Just stay there. No! You're not getting shot at. No, you're not. Load the captive. Get out of here. Yeah! Still got the mission finished, baby. Ooh.
Excellent. That's a jack in the bag and a bounty in the bank.
Let's get back into it.
aqua titanium. According to archived versions of their website, they discovered a groundbreaking technology that for the first time ever could make the metal titanium dissolvable into water. They called it aqua titanium.
Original.
And claimed when worn on the body could penetrate a person's muscles and increase their health levels.
Bullshit.
From a scientific perspective,
Oh no. Okay.
this was controversial. But after years, Fightin' finally found their target market. Baseball was perfect for a product like Fightin', a sport that is obsessed with superstitions that make absolutely no sense. Turk Wendell would brush his teeth in between innings every single inning because he thought it made him better at baseball. The Yankees in 2009 were convinced a golden thong had powers, so when a player got into a slump, they would wear a golden thong that the entire team shared. And even though Mark McGwire went from this size in high school to being 6'5", 245 pounds, he wore the exact same cup he had in high school his entire major league career.
Oh, that's
He
gross.
thought that helped him hit home runs. So the idea that a necklace filled with liquid metal could somehow help on the field performance wasn't even really that crazy. The notion that they would create a multi-million-dollar industry was crazy. The Fightin' necklace first gained traction in professional baseball in
Japan.
The
Yeah,
story
buddy.
goes, coming to America. He discovered them while playing in an MLB vs. MPB exhibition in Japan in 2000, then brought them to MLB, where they slowly spread until the 2004 Red Sox. Kurt Schilling was supposed to be out for the playoffs with an ankle injury, then got an experimental ankle surgery invented by a Red Sox trainer. He became the first person ever to receive this surgery and didn't do it in a hospital. He got this experimental surgery inside the Red Sox training room the day
Oh, you know, like when you get a BBL across the border. It's safe.
before
You get what you pay for, but it's safe.
he had to pitch in the ALCS, leaving his ankle looking like this. This became the biggest story in sports as millions of people watched Schilling shut down the Yankees as the cameras obsessed over his bloody sock. zooming in and showing it any chance they got throughout the entire game. And all these cameras fixated on Schilling also picked up his brand new Fightin' necklace, exposing this new product to millions. In fact, multiple Red Sox in 2004 wore Fightin' as they went on
So it's promotion.
one of the most infamous runs in baseball history to break the curse of the Bambino. This was the beginning of a marketing breakthrough for Fightin'. In 2005, usage in MLB exploded. Over 200 MLB players were wearing Fightin', and Fightin' wasn't even
And nobody thought to sit him down and be like, this sounds like bullshit.
paying them. Players genuinely liked them. Jose Lopez said he felt happier when wearing it.
Because it's placebo. It's just placebo. It's Space Jam. Some of you won't even get that reference. Some of you have seen Space Jam and you still don't get the reference. It's like, dude, it was just water. It was just water. It wasn't Gatorade. It wasn't HGH. It was just water.
Andy Chavez said he thought he had more energy.
And every time these morons open their mouths and say, I think I have a little more energy with it, they are promoting it further because they're too stupid to recognize the power that they hold over people. Oh, dude, yeah, 7-time world champion series, you know, I like the Fightins. They're not bad. You know, I feel like it just gives me a little bit of an edge in the game. Sales jump up 500% just because Eddie Chavez says, I think I have a little more energy. Oh, you do? Do you think you have more energy with a necklace? A cloth necklace gave you more energy? I'm sure.
He was wearing it, and Mariners out.
I'm sure you didn't realize that you were hopping on a trend, knowing that you have a platform. I hate using that term. Knowing that you have the vocal power to promote it to your audience. Because if you didn't believe that,
Genuinely liked them. Jose Lopez.
why would you say it in an interview? In an interview with the New York Times. No, the New York Times. This is before the crash, so everybody actually read the New York Times. And this dumbass, this jackwagon, Jose Lopez says, I guess I feel a little happier with... Oh, you feel a little happier? When I take my lithium, I feel a little happier. Bud, I understand that it makes a fucking difference. You are wearing a piece of cloth around your neck and promoting it, saying, I feel a little bit better with it. I feel like I have more energy.
Felt happier
Fuck you.
when wearing it. Andy Chavez said he thought he had more.
Because these are dumbass baseball players 10 years ago doing this. Guess what they're doing now? Oh, they're doing it with Ozempic and online gambling. Oh, did I open up the lid too soon? Fuck
energy
you.
when he was wearing it. And Mariners outfielder Chris Snelling, who was battling wrist pain, said he would wear these at night and wake up with no.
This is Sports Illustrated. These are not interviews to no-name fuckers on Twitter with no following and no social pull. This is Sports Illustrated saying, I keep them on at night and my wrists feel better in the morning. And then he doubles down on the lie. Before I started wearing them, it took me 50 swings to get loose. Now it only takes me 2 or 3. Because you put a piece of rubber around your wrist? Oh, because you believed it had magical powers. And you were on Sports Illustrated. So this was seen by the majority of people. And you are promoting snake oil. You don't get the excuse of, oh, I didn't know it was snake oil, even though I was promoting it. No, you knew. You knew. You knew. And instead of being a man and saying, I fucked up. I fell for the trend. Everybody was doing it. It seemed popular. I hopped on the train. That's at least honest. When you're on Sports Illustrated promoting dog shit and saying, oh, before I put this rubber bracelet on my wrist, it would take me 50 swings to get ready for my baseball game. Now it only takes 2 or 3. You sound like a salesman. You sound like a salesman promoting a product. So when I call you a dummy brain for promoting snake oil, I guess you have dummy brain. Oh, right, because Derek Jeter said it gave him more sexual prowess in the bed. You bought one. Because XQC said it was fine, I'm gonna gamble.
MLB players were wearing Fightin', and Fightin' wasn't even paying them. Players genuinely liked them.
I don't give a fuck who you are, how much money you have. You are promoting gambling to children. Get the fuck off my dick. Take a lap. Take another lap.
Millions of of dollars worth of free exposure from major leaguers who loved wearing
Dumb motherfuckers.
Fightin' necklace, exposing this new product to millions. In fact, multiple Red Sox in 2004 wore Fightin' as they went on one of the most infamous runs in baseball history to break the curse of the Bambino. This was the beginning of a marketing breakthrough for Fightin'. In 2005, usage in MLB exploded. Over 200 MLB players were wearing Fightin'. Fightin' wasn't even paying them. Players genuinely liked them. Jose Lobby
Run that by me again. They weren't even getting paid to promote. You mean to tell me these are grown adults promoting a product for free? That is stupidity.
exploded. Over 200 MLB players were wearing Fightin', and Fightin' wasn't even paying them.
So you're going on Sports Illustrated and the New York Times saying how it's giving you a literal advantage since wearing a rubber bracelet, and you're not even getting paid to do that. We call that free promotion. I don't know what you'll recognize first. The fact that what you're doing when you stream gambling is inherently bad, or the guy that you've made streams with multiple times wants to fuck children. I don't know what's worse. Both are bad. Yeah, let me get on my moral high ground and say sex with a kid and pedophilia and child molestation and predators, that's a bad thing, okay? So when I say, hey, online gambling is a bad thing, okay, you can take that and shove it up your ass. No, I'm calling out bullshit as I see it. You bought snake oil, promoted it, and you didn't even get paid to do so. And then when it turned out that it was just a fad and a placebo, boy, did you have egg on your face, huh?
Outfielder Chris Snelling, who was battling wrist pain, said he would wear these at night and wake up with no wrist pain whatsoever. All of a sudden, Fightin' was getting tens of millions of dollars worth of free exposure from major leaguers who loved wearing them and genuinely believed in them. The first month of the season in 2005, Fightin' sold 3,500 necklaces in America. By August, their sales were 7 times.
All right, let's do some math. Let's do some quick math. Oh, my brother in Christ, you are not charging $100 for this. How is your company still around? Okay, $20. $20 times 24,000. That's $480,000 in sales.
7 times.
Let me say that again. That is $480,000 in sales for snake oil. And yeah, I'll make a callback. At least with Crocs, you get the product you paid for. You at least get a pair of shoes. You don't get anything with this. You get a rubber bracelet and a cloth necklace.
The first month of the season in 2005, Fightin' sold 3,500 necklaces.
Sign me up. Where do I buy 10?
In August, their sales were 7 times higher. Fightin's were sold in every sporting goods store, at every elementary school recess, and every single baseball field in America, from Little League to the major leagues. They started selling tape and
That same kid that I talked about, he was young, so he didn't know any better, argued with me that the necklace actually did something. This is a child talking to another child, literally defending a placebo effect object. If that's not stupidity, I don't know what is.
and patches to help specific areas of discomfort. They created the tornado, combining 2 Fightin's into one, becoming a signature look everywhere.
And I can make the comparison that it went from a single corded band to, well, we put more cords in it so you have more power. Oh my gosh, I spoke of the devil. Look at this. Aqua Titanium X30 is 30 times more concentrated than their standard Aqua Titanium necklace. Is it?
Higher than the standard Aqua Titanium for even more effectiveness. Fightin' were selling necklaces that were as much as 100.
How much did I say this one was? 110? You can't see this, so I'm going to read it. Blech. The core of the necklace is entirely magnetic with an SN, we don't know what SN stands for, alternating array, providing magnetic energy to neck and shoulders. So it's giving me a shoulder massage. What is SN alternating array? Oh, it's made up? Oh, it's just made up. Oh, so you just made up marketing words and bullshit to sell your bullshit snake oil product. Got it. Got it.
And $68 on their website. And
You can subscribe to me and it costs you fucking nothing. Think about that.
they were flying off the shelf. Yet, there doesn't seem to be a single medical professional not affiliated with the company that thought these things did anything. During their rise in popularity, article after article questioned Phyton, pointed out they had essentially no research backing them up, and referenced doctors who dismissed the products completely. Yet in
Okay, we have failed as a society when we feel the need to tell other people with credited sources that the thing that is snake oil is actually bullshit. Give you some enlightening news here, fuckhead. People knew it was bullshit. That's why they didn't buy it. People are so dumb, they need a New York Times article to tell them and confirm for them that what they almost bought was snake oil. You need the New York Times to tell you you fucked up? Remember silly bands? Dude, at least silly bands did something. This is what I'm saying. I'll make fun of people that buy Crocs because you're supporting dog shit capitalism. But at least you get a product, right? Like, if I go and buy a pair of Crocs for God knows how much, I'm going to guess $60, $70, so even more. So I'm going to spend $70. I'm at least getting a shoe, right? Like, when I get the box, I can wear these. I have a product, and I paid for the product, and it does the job. What does silly bands do? Oh, nothing? They're just cosmetic cool things for children to play with? For children? Oh, so they're for children. Okay. So oh, hang on. Let's listen to the video in his own words, what happened.
Phytons were sued in every sporting goods store, at every elementary school recess, and every single baseball field in America, from Little League to the major leagues.
Okay, did you miss that? It said in every sporting store, in every baseball field, from Little League to professional. That's a pretty wide demographic of a lot of people, a lot of gullible people that bought snake oil. And then you had grown adults promoting it and saying, guys, no, it's not snake oil. This stuff really works. To the point that we had to have the New York Times tell you that it was snake oil. Do you see the problem? Yeah, it's stupidity.
Swearing it improved their lives, saying it made them better at surfing. Kids saying they didn't get tired after sports practice anymore.
It's mass hysteria. It's just mass hysteria. It's the same fucking thing with drones. It's the same thing. It is a group collectively filled with dumbasses getting angry for dumbass reasons. Did you know that you can buy snake oil? No. I'm talking about JFJ's brand snake oil from Gamer Subs. Free promotion for JFJ, because I like JFJ. You should go buy this. When I was suicidal and attempting suicide in Kansas, I drank a lot of this stuff and I didn't die because God saved me. But you can buy this for $40 and get your money's worth. I have 2 cans right next to me.
Tunnel and allowed them to work out 5 times a week. In the past, Phyton's website claimed they prevented injury, eliminated pain, called aqua titanium effective against tendinitis, headaches, certain type of arthritis, and even premenstrual syndrome. But once they became popular in America, they backed off these claims, perhaps worried about potential lawsuits.
Oh, you were afraid of getting sued? No, why would you be afraid of that? You didn't do anything wrong, looks into camera. Did you do something wrong? Did you?
A Phyton representative now said that they, quote, made no medical claims, saying it's just a cool sports.
Okay, let's break this down. Let's break down this idiocracy, folks. This is the founder saying it won't hurt you and it's seen as it's just a cool thing, guys. We never said it would fix your spine or magnetically align your body in your shot. We never said that. It was just a cool thing that sports guys picked up on, and now it's a cool thing. It's just a thing, guys. Calm down.
Product. They stopped promising crazy health benefits. People everywhere were calling them a scam, and they just became even more popular.
They still sold and made $480,000 USD profit in a single month.
Selling over $200 million
200 mil
worth of products in 2009, while in Japan, an estimated
You made 200 mil on snake oil?
1 in 10.
You made $200 million selling snake oil. I need to hear that again.
They just became even more popular, selling over $200 million worth of products in 2009, while in Japan, an estimated 1 in 10 people wore a Phyton.
Sounds like Crocs to me. Remember that? Are you old enough to remember the Crocs craze? Do you remember if you didn't have a pair of Crocs, you were like literally uncool? Even though anyone with half a conscience would look at a pair of Crocs and be like, those are the ugliest shoes I've ever seen? Oh, but because your neighbor has 3 pair of Crocs, you need to get 1 pair of Crocs because they have Crocs. Your umpire has the fighting bracelet and the fighting necklace. You don't have either. You must be lesser than him.
Work, they usually didn't care because they just thought they looked cool. Others did believe in them and genuinely got.
Alright, that's called cope. I know the term gets used a lot now, but that is cope. Oh, you spent money on a thing? No. You spent money on a thing, found out it had no magical powers whatsoever, and now it's just like, I knew that the whole time. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You believed a necklace gave you magical powers. You bought one, and then when you were told by adults that you were a dummy brain for buying one, you say in cope, well, I just think they're cool. It's still at least a cool necklace. At least it looks cool. At least it looks cool? You look like a douche.
Others did believe in them.
I wanted to read this. It really works. I just got my fighting yesterday. My back is aching for 2 months. Every night it's hard for me to sleep because of pain, and it's hard to change position while sleeping. But now, for the first time, the pain is really gone, just like magic. This is a YouTube commenter literally promoting your dog shit snake oil product for free. You not only had baseball players who are esteemed because of their accolades in society as higher above. They promoted it. Didn't get paid to promote it. You're a dumbass. You are promoting this in a YouTube comment of snake oil. And I'll keep calling it what it is. It's snake oil. It serves no purpose. It cures nothing. It provides nothing. And you're told it does everything.
And genuinely got results.
I give my opinion to no one. You listen out of your volition of choice, not the other way around.
Perspective, Fightin' had an amazing model. However, in America, they were mostly limited to the baseball community. So a company called Power Balance saw an opportunity. Morphing into a bracelet into...
You people bought this shit. You bought this shit, your parents now, because your dog shit children that I grew up with wore this shit. So don't look at me like I'm fucking full of shit and crazy, okay? Don't do that. I went to school with your dog shit children promoting this dog shit, and I felt like a fucking alien for telling them, no, I think you're full of shit, it does nothing.
2008, the product saw absolutely no success until then, but their co-founder worked at the famous Elite 11 quarterback camp. There, he started pitching some of the best quarterbacks in the country. In 2007, they only sold $8,000 worth of product.
I want you to listen to that again. I want you to listen to that again.
There, he started pitching some of the best quarterbacks in the country. In 2007, they only sold 8,000.
In 2007, they only sold $8,000 worth of product. Folks, this is a YouTuber literally telling you, guys, they should have made more. They only made $8,000 when Fightin' was making over $400,000 that same month. They only made My brother in Christ, they were selling snake oil too. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
$1,000 worth of product. Nobody knew what Power Balance was. But in 2008, Matt Stafford.
I like sports. I sound like such a fucking hipster douchebag. I know. But the amount of like genuine stupidity coming from people that are sports fans is astronomical. Then it hits the NFL with something as dumb, and more people bought it, and more people promoted it, and more people lied to their friends and family and said, no guys, this actually does something, and it's not snake oil, I promise. I'm waiting for the next one. I'm waiting for the next salesman to come up with something even better to sell to morons like you, because you were in high school, and you probably didn't have money to buy, so you had to beg your parents to buy you this dog shit. Now we are at step 2 in a second layer. So now you are telling your parents that you have to have this object because it does this. Your parents, being responsible, then have to do research on it to see and know if it's actually bullshit. And I'm gonna guess a lot of parents were like, okay, this is nothing, it does nothing, but my son and his friends really like it because they play sports. Not a bad parent, you know, you're just trying to do something nice for your kid. What about the grown adults? Telling other grown adults that their fake magic power bullshit bracelet and necklace actually works. Folks, they've already won. The instant you do research, knowing that it's bullshit, they've won. Because it plants the seed of doubt of, well, what if? Yeah, what if this bracelet actually fixes my spine? Let me counter.
Objection!
What if it rains piss tomorrow? I'll pack an umbrella. It's called a solution.
Mark Sanchez and Colt McCoy all wore power balance bracelets the entire year, 2 of which were featured
Nice, dude. You put it on Sports Illustrated. Nice.
on the cover of Sports Illustrated wearing power balance.
Nice. So you promoted it.
They were getting millions of dollars in free promotion and making extremely strong claims, except these claims were much crazier. According to archived versions of their site from 2007 to 2009, power balancers
Don't care.
were
We already read this.
wearing them often felt better balance strength, flexibility, and that. But these claims were made at the infancy of the company. By the time people actually started buying them, they were no longer on the website. They didn't make sense, but they didn't trick anyone because nobody read it. The thing that did convince people to buy Power Balance was this. The Power Balance test put people through a series of balanced
This isn't real, right? Like, I know it's real, but this isn't real, right?
but they didn't trick anyone because nobody read it. The thing that did convince people to buy Power Balance was this. The Power Balance test put people through a series of balance tests, then immediately redid the same test with the Power Balance bracelet on, and almost without fail, the person would perform significantly better with the Power Balance on.
You people are dummies. Dummies. You have dummy brain. You fell for the. You let this idiot sell you a dog shit snake oil product and you fell for
Could be
it.
done anywhere.
You fell for it because it was put on syndicated television or a syndicated news network or a syndicated fucking newspaper to tell you with credible sources that yes, it's bullshit. Oh, is it? Oh, the power bracelet that's supposed to give me magnetic energy, life, vitality, and balance doesn't work? Well, I'm surprised.
So anytime someone wearing a Power Balance receives skepticism for wearing it, they could just immediately put the doubter through the test, who almost always had better results with the Power Balance on. This became one of the
This is mass hysteria. People, this is mass hysteria, and you are letting it happen again. You are going to let it happen again and again and again and again until you call out people's bullshit and say, hey, fuckhead.
most effective marketing tools imaginable. All of a sudden, in bars, in schools, and parties across the country, this fun party trick was converting countless numbers
Do I need to have jingling keys for you to fucking focus?
into believers in Power Balance. The test is all
There is an entire Panty and Stocking Season 1 episode. So in this episode, this guy, the guy with the suit, comes down and is like, that's the context for you. That's going to happen. It's going to be a product. It's going to be a revolutionary thing, but people are going to fall for it, and I'm going to laugh. I'm going to feel bad for the people that got tricked. The same way that as something more recently applicable, the Hawk Tua coin. You're all dummy heads for buying it, but at the end of the day, I still have empathy for somebody who got scammed, who lost their money to a thief. It's going to happen because it happened already and nobody called out its bullshit and it spread like wildfire. Because back then, 2009, all it took was one adult to be like, this is bullshit, you're marketing it towards kids, stop.
immediately put the doubter through the test, who almost always had better results with the Power Balance on. This became
These are kids. This is a school. What is that? All it means they're malleable and very easily indoctrinated because they're still children. Because their brains aren't done developing yet. These are high school students, and you are putting on a show. You fucking magician. Oh, I don't even have words. You're a charlatan. And you're doing this to children because you recognize deep down that you have their attention, that you can manipulate them. I made a video and it was Alpha Reacts to Valet Verde. It was my most popular video I ever uploaded. That video got 2,000 views. Most of my videos 10 to 40 at best. And I had a heart-to-heart with myself, and I was like, you know what? It has Freemason imagery in it, and I don't want to promote it. And I recognized my state of mind back then when I made that video, so I deleted the video. So I'm aware, very aware, of what I could do audience-wise. Oh, dude, all it takes is a few fucking clicks. But that's not me, okay? I'm not you. I'm not Trainwrecks. I'm not Hassan. I'm not Destiny. I'm not Moist Critical. I'm not any of these fucking peoples whose power names I'm saying out loud, verbally. You are not me, okay? Get to know me instead of acting like you fucking know me, because we're watching a video.
One of the
And you're really fucking killing the mood.
most effective marketing tools imaginable. All of a sudden, in bars, in schools, and parties across the country, this fun party trick was converting countless numbers of people.
Would you trust him?
Imaginable.
Let's go
All
back.
of a
Would you
sudden,
trust
in
this guy? I'm
bars,
going to show
in
you to him.
schools,
Hang on.
and par-
Guy on the right who looks like Adam Sessler dipped with Sum 41's lead vocalist. That's the guy telling you the bracelet works? And you trusted him? Oh, because you were in public. If that guy showed up to your house, like you had an appointment and he shows up and he sells you the product, you can call out bullshit, right? But it's in public. So you feel ostracized by your peers, by society around you, right? Because if this were to happen in public, if you weren't in a gymnasium full of a controlled environment, those kids probably wouldn't listen to you. But you're on the street.
immediately put the
You're in
doubters
people's
through the
homes.
test.
You're doing on-the-street style interviews to sell a product, and you're not even getting paid to promote it.
Across the country, this fun party trick was converting
That's the guy you trust with spiked tips and a shirt that is too small on him. That's the guy you trust.
countless numbers of people into believers in power balance. The test is almost certainly a psychological trick
No shit.
that doesn't hold up when the subject is blinded and doesn't know if they have the power balance on or not.
Much like my analogy to Space Jam. What did Bugs Bunny do? Oh, he's still fucking slammed in jam, mother! Maybe you forgot. Oh, I'm a millennial, so I'm supposed to love Space Jam. That's supposed to be my magnum opus. It's not, I just like Lola Bunny like the rest of us. And if you're a viewer and you have a cognitive function and you're thinking about this movie, you're like, wow, Bugs is jacked because of the secret water. Wrong. It's because he's a cartoon character and can literally change shape and make his form exactly that, a giant muscled bunny. Because he's a cartoon character. Because he's a cartoon character. He's not a real thing. These are real people lying to real people and getting paid.
But when the subject knows they are wearing the power balance immediately after not wearing it, it works extremely well. All of a sudden, random people not being paid by power balance swore by it. A restaurant owner told the OC Register that
This is within my lifetime. This is a grown adult in their local newspaper saying that the snake oil product they bought actually has benefits.
he began wearing the power balance, he started having energy levels he never had in his life. A woman in her 60s found her wrist pain went away in 45 minutes.
And then they cope. They double down on their cope and say, it was not a placebo effect for me at all. I just had no expectation of it. So deep down, like I said, you knew it was bullshit. You knew it was bullshit, layer 2. You promoted it to grown adults, knowing it was bullshit, layer 3, and you didn't get paid to promote it. You didn't even get paid.
After putting one on, and every time she took it off, the wrist pain would immediately come back. And a man in California put on the power balance after going through chemo and found
Oh, imagine if that made any sort of headline or traction. I'm serious. Imagine that. Guy says the rubber bracelet he was given quelled the nausea from his fucking chemotherapy treatments. Oh, burn in hell.
it
Burn in hell.
immediately
Your stupidity is infectious. That's the problem.
cured him from throwing up. Scientifically, the bracelet itself likely did nothing. But people believing that it did, for many, legitimately cured their health problems. Power Balance claiming their product worked was triggering a placebo effect over a sample of millions of people and seriously improving many of their lives.
You don't own an air fryer? I'm sorry, you don't own an air fryer? Ugh, excuse me, they're only $90. You can just buy one. What if I don't want one? What if I already have a literal oven and a literal toaster oven? Oh, it's because that's what this is. But it was marketed as a new product, snake oil. It says it does a thing, but it doesn't actually do any of that. And this is $90. And you ostracize me in society for not being a dummy head like you. That's $90 of a waste. I could buy for that amount and have a better time. Yeah, weird.
However, the ethics around this are somewhat gray. As power balance gained popularity, the negative reaction from the scientific...
That's a grown man to try to explain what it says it's supposed to do. It doesn't do anything to begin with, come on!
Immediate and much more harsh than it was. Article after article and study after study debunked the test.
Dude, we did tests? No, we had to have...
Scientific community was immediate and much
studies.
More harsh than it was for fighting. Article after article and study after study.
Like, you know, I'm dumb sometimes. That's a table graph and text. My brain says, big brain, that's important. That looks like scientific research to me. That looks smart. That looks smart because it has a graph on it. I don't even know if the research is good. We're not talking about vaccines here, folks. We're talking about an independent investigation group felt the need to produce a dissertation on why the power band was not actually useful at all, with a graph with bars in it to make it even more scientific and official. That's a waste of time, is my point. That is a waste of time, that is a waste of effort, that is a waste of energy and resource. And yet, this is on my screen.
Debunk the
oh, that's another one. Oh, you did a test? You did a test. I did the test in 3 seconds and told you it was snake oil. Where's my accreditation?
Science or a straight up scam. This type of backlash would soon cause the entire industry
Is that Mark Cuban?
collapse. But in the meantime,
But he was on Shark Tank, and that's Mr. Wonderful, so they have more money than I do, and I think they know something about money that maybe I don't know.
difference because every athlete in pretty much every sport was wearing one. Ronaldo, David Beckham, Drew Brees, Kobe, Kevin Durant, Yasiel Puig, Matt Kemp, the guy who won the World Series of Poker.
Oh, I don't want to say this out loud, but I bet he attributed his win to the bracelet.
Did it while wearing a power balance. Bill Clinton wore one.
Okay, we didn't get any info on that, maybe.
Even the British royal family was wearing power balance, and most of them did it for free. The bracelet became a trendy look. Many didn't even care if there was no science behind them. They just thought they...
That's stupidity. You bought a snake oil product, literally promoted it to the world, was told it was bullshit, and then you cope and say, no, it's still cool. Yeah, I just like wearing it because it's cool. Didn't South Park make fun of this? Didn't South Park, I feel like, but didn't South Park do this with the Livestrong bracelets? It was yeah.
Stand ground, bro.
You are raising a flag. Folks, listen to me. Listen to me. Look at the motto on screen. When you go into society and you tell other people in society what you are about and what you are for, you are carrying a visible flag with you to represent your ideals. Don't carry flags, because I can tell you are literally announcing yourselves to everyone in the room. So when you rally that flag for whatever you believe in, it could be God, it could be religion, it could be politics, it could be your sports team, it could be fashion. When you carry that flag, you are literally broadcasting to society what type of flag you fly. I've taken it in the ass and sucked dick in public. You don't see a gay pride flag fucking anywhere near me. Sorry that you're here. Don't carry flags. Don't do this bullshit. And then when I call you out publicly or in private for your dog shit behavior, don't be fucking surprised when I literally reference this VOD.
It made no difference because every athlete in pretty much every sport was wearing one. Ronaldo, David Beckham, Drew Brees, Kobe, Kevin Durant, Yasiel Puig, Matt Kemp, the guy who won the World Series of Poker did it while wearing a power balance. Bill Clinton wore one. Even the British royal family was wearing power balance, and most of them did it for free. The bracelet became a trendy look. Many didn't even care if there was no science behind them. They just thought they looked cool. In 2010, they sold 35 million for free.
It's sad. It's sad. You had all
Did
these
it.
people, mega millionaires, people in the public eye, promoting snake oil, and nobody spoke up because it wouldn't have reached this level of degeneracy if anybody had actually given a fuck. So take my advice. Don't carry flags. Okay? It's your life, your decisions, your reality.
While wearing a power balance, Bill Clinton wore one. Even the British royal family was wearing power balance, and most of them did it for free. The bracelet became a trendy look. Many didn't even care if there was no science behind them. They just thought they looked cool. In 2010, they sold 30.
You have two of them on. I think you care. I think Ryan Sheckler actually kind of fucking cared that the thing that he promoted was bullshit. I think he cares because he's wearing
$5 million
Good.
worth of product, 200 times more than they had just 2 years ago. They bought the rights to rename the Sacramento Kings Arena into the Power Balance Pavilion.
Oh, that doesn't scare you? This company made so much money selling snake oil, they were literally able to change the name of a fucking sports arena. Oh, what's wrong? Local sports team in your local state? You don't want the Hot Pockets arena? You don't want the Tostitos Tasty Crunch edition arena? You don't want that? Why not? I mean, you bought their product. You gave them the money to do this. That's your fault.
They were bigger than ever and named CNBC's Sports Product of.
All right, so here's more corruption. This is CNBC with a headline that says CNBC's Sports Product of the Year Power Balance. So it tricked a lot of people. That's what I'm afraid of. If this dumb product tricked that many people, the next thing is going to annihilate us. The next thing is going to fucking annihilate us.
Of the year. That same year, they also won a Shonky Award, an award
What's a shonky? A made-up award to promote a product?
that goes to the biggest ripoff/scam
Good.
of the year.
Good.
On their website around this time, the insane claims that they had made years earlier were replaced with vague statements about how the company believed in, quote, various holistic practices and
Ooh, we're bringing in Eastern philosophies to our snake oil. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Is it gonna align my chakras?
Eastern philosophies without
What about my, the poison in my body? Is it gonna get rid of that? And the microplastics too? Is it going to fix my spine? I mean, you brought in Eastern philosophies to
any
this.
specific medical
That's a bold move.
claims the bracelet was supposed to help with. The reason for this, in part, was likely Power Balance being concerned about lawsuits.
No. Getting sued by millions of people because you sold them snake oil and a bullshit product? No. Why would you think that? No.
Which were starting to come. In Spain that year, the Department of Health fined the company 15,000 euros.
Yeah, look at loot boxes since it was brought up. It took the European Union, as much as we make fun of their referendums, to literally pass an act that said what you are doing is preying on children with microtransactions and indoctrinating them into gambling addicts. That is what you were doing. That's what you did. That's what the European Union literally classified it as. Guess what? We're so fucking patriotic and capitalistic, we literally said we don't care. Fuck them kids. That's your kid. That's gonna be your kid playing FIFA 2029, blowing through your life savings. Yeah, you don't care because it's not in your backyard. As soon as it's your kid dropping 10 grand on Roblox for Counter-Strike-esque skin cases, oh, you're gonna be fucking furious. So I'm buying $30 worth of V-Bucks, I'm spending USD for digital currency in an exchange for an object. Okay. I'm spending $20 in Overwatch 1 to open 20 loot boxes with the hope and chance to get the object that I want. I go into a Dave & Buster's with my mom and I see a Wii U. And I see the Wii U is 37,000 tickets. Mom gives me $100. I have to make 37,000 worth of tickets with $100. Statistics say that's not gonna happen. But the kid gets to go home with something, right? That's what they said. They argued, well, you're gambling for something that you want, but you're at least getting something in return. You're not leaving empty-handed like those casinos do. You give them your hard-earned money, trying to win more money back. No. I go to Target. I spend $20 on milk. I have $20 worth of milk available. End of transaction. Anything else is gambling, you fucking morons. That's the point. Oh, but we don't have loot boxes anymore, do we? The newest Call of Duty doesn't have it. It did in Black Ops 3, though. Oh, Black Ops 3 sure did have fucking loot boxes. Oh, that was Black Ops 3. They did it in Vanguard, too. And then everybody and their fucking mom said, oh, this is bad. Is it? Are you finally getting to the point where even you start to think it's bad? We were there 15 years ago. Where were you? Do you know the game Stacker? Yeah, you stack the blocks, and if you get to the very top, you get the big prize. But folks, that game gives you an option. Halfway through the game, you reach a certain level, you can cash out. The game says you can take a lesser value prize and leave, or you can continue and gamble to receive the good prize that you want. And you can say, well, that game takes skill. No, it doesn't. It's an arcade game. It has set values of when wins are supposed to happen. Look it up. So Pokemon cards are gambling. We're indoctrinating children into gambling. Video games are indoctrinating children into gambling, disguised as chance rewards, and then when they turn 21, they can legally go into any casino and gamble their money. Do they have that? Let me look that up. Do they have how to promote a casino? I mean, Google has good, and it's to promote a casino, you can leverage strategies like SEO optimization, social media marketing, SEO optimization, social media marketing, targeted email campaigns, affiliate marketing, influencer collaborations. That sounds like State. That sounds like you. That sounds exactly like you. So when I say you're promoting gambling to children, I'm tripling down and saying you are promoting gambling to children. Get fucked. I'm looking for specifically, yeah, it might have been one of, okay, so this is the co-founder. Stake Drismus giveaway. Let's just check. CEO optimization, check. Social media marketing, check. Influencer collaborations, check.
Euros for deceptive advertising, and in Australia, they were being investigated by the government, who claimed Power Balance breached the company's trade laws with deceptive advertising.
Deceptive business practices include false advertising, misrepresenting a product, misrepresenting a service. We're going to come back to that one. Folks, it says misrepresenting a service. If I go to the Crocs website right now and purchase a pair of Crocs for myself, I will receive a pair of Crocs. If I go to stake.com, and I spend $300,000 converted to crypto and use that cryptocurrency to gamble, am I going to win?
In response, Power Balance was forced to state, quote, "We admit that there is no credible scientific evidence that supports our claim."
These are grown adults being told by mommy and daddy to apologize to you, the dumbass who bought their product. Let's break this one down for a second. Quote, "We admit that there is no credible scientific evidence that supports our claims. This is a company that stole money from you, got in trouble by daddy IRS and big FTC and FCC officials, and was forced to apologize because they did a boo-boo." That's like when you were in elementary school and personal experience, you threw a dodgeball at a kid. A girl just fucking threw it as hard as you could. You get in trouble and you have to apologize to her. We do that to children to teach them responsibility of actions. These are grown adults. I'll say that a third time. These are grown adults being told by other grown adults, hey, you fucked up, you did a boo-boo, we need you to apologize. Do I need to bring up the fact that Zuckerberg literally had the same thing happen to him and people still use Facebook? Hey, yeah, we've been selling your data for like 10 plus years. Sorry. The FTC told us and the FCC told us we have to apologize. Sorry.
We're sorry.
Yeah, literally, for the past decade, we've been selling your information, like where your parents are from, where your kids are from, what their activities at school are, what their grades are, what your hobbies and interests are, what your firstborn son's name is, what your pets' names are, everything. We've been selling it, dude, for years. I thought you knew. I bet you still use Facebook. I called that Stockholm Syndrome.
They offered refunds to all their Australian customers, and according to them, the Australian government even threatened athletes who advertised the product.
Good. Hold them just as fucking liable. We do this in our society with drugs and drug dealers. Guess what? Just because you're not the main drug dealer supplier, you're still supplying drugs. Get fucked.
A few months later, they went bankrupt in
Good.
Australia.
Good.
In America, the business was still thriving, but having to admit the claims they made were not backed by.
You don't understand this. This is a company, a business that stole money from people, apologizing because they stole money from people because another adult told them to do so. No remorse, no sense of responsibility, just pure fucking chaos. And you're like, oh dude, that sounds great. You just sound like a hater. What? I'm wearing 2 of them right now. Yeah, I know they don't do anything, but I still rep the brand, man. You're just a hater.
A science
I have a brain. You should use yours.
made them vulnerable, and within a year, Power Balance had as many as 18 separate cases pending.
That's not enough. 18 cases? That should have been thousands. The amount of people that literally did the fucking Epic Games refund petition, the class action the lawsuit that happened to Epic Games, dude, I bet that number is in the 100,000s of people that submitted fucking claims for that. So you mean to tell me more people give a fuck about their Fortnite skins than snake oil? Good to know. Good to know you are that dumb.
In federal court at once. Even stars who endorsed the product like Shaq and Lamar Odom were being sued over
Good.
the company's claims.
Sue them into the fucking ground.
Power Balance was screwed. They eventually settled and paid out 57.
Oh, yeah. Did you guys forget about Bored Apes? Are you so fucked in the head you've already forgotten about Bored Ape Yacht Club? Millions of dollars worth in monkey JPEGs promoted by celebrities telling you how important it is to have one and how much of a loser you are for not owning one? It's almost like it just happens again and again and again and nobody fucking pays attention.
Bankruptcy. Their deal with the Kings fell through.
People bought Bored Apes. People bought Bored Apes. So many people bought Bored Apes, they were able to make a fucking television show on syndicated TV networks with it. The same company that sold you a rubber bracelet and told you it was quantizing material in the magnetic field bought a fucking arena for sports. Look at the damage, okay? Not the initial problem. Look at the damage, the aftermath of stupidity, and you will see a black hole staring right back at you.
And the Power Balance Pavilion was renamed.
Good. They still had the leverage and money to go to this arena, the owners of the arena for their sports team, and say, hey, yeah, it's a nice arena. We want our name slapped on it instead. Here's $8 million in cash. And they were like, I guess. My brother in Christ, you got Ryan Sheckler to promote it. Even during the time of Ryan Sheckler's fame, Ryan Sheckler was still not fucking popular, okay? That's my point. That got dumbasses like him to go on TV and say, yeah, it's dumb, but I wear 2 of them now because I think it's cool. Dummy brain. 6 feet in the ground. Dummy brain.
Soon after, Power Balance sold.
Oh, and they sold to China. Come on. Oh, that's a cop-out. I mean, that's a power move, but that's a cop-out.
For $8 million.
Because they sold their bullshit product company for only $8 million. They were valued at $200 million. They had to sell to China. You want to have a partner in school. You have your first pick of who you want your partner to be. They get taken. Your second pick, they get taken. You're left with the shit mouth-breathing kid in the back. That's China.
To a Chinese company who bought it in part with money Power Balance already owed them. And that year, Fightin' was also hit with a lawsuit settling for $3.2 million, offering customers refunds for false advertising.
All right, so they got sued. They had class action lawsuit. They took down their product, right? Like, they got sued for it not being anything. They don't still sell... Oh, they still sell the product. In fact, they have one for $110. So they're still doing it. So they're still selling bullshit products because if anybody cared, this website would not be accessible. It would only be accessible in China. But I can go on fightinusa.com and I can purchase a classic titanium necklace for $20 that does nothing. But folks, there's if I spend $60 more, I could get a necklace that's entirely magnetic that would provide magnetic energy to my neck and shoulders. I mean, only for $110, that seems like I would be dumb not to buy it. What's the new FIFA? FIFA 2025? FIFA 2024, is that the newest one? FIFA 2025 pack opener. Let's open a pack. Let's see what all the hubbub is about. So this is still in the game. So everybody threw a hissy fit. Laws were passed, but they're still doing it. Do you see the problem? Okay, you don't. Got you. Maybe you missed this. Maybe, you know, we'll play benefit of the doubt. Maybe for the past 3 hours, you have not been here.
Screwed. They eventually settled and paid out $57 million, forced to offer their customers refunds, and with $10 to $50 million in debt, the company filed for bankruptcy.
The company literally got called out for deceptive business practice, got caught, but I can still buy their products. I can still buy the product. Granted, legally, it doesn't say anything that it did before of actually having any benefit health-wise to me, but I can still buy it. The product never changed. The only thing that changed was the product's description, and it's still being sold. Do you fucking understand? I was dropped on my head as a child. I'm more intelligent than all of you.
Fucking morons everywhere.
Kings fell through, and the Power Balance Pavilion was renamed.
I hear you. You're like, hey, you weren't looking up the power band. What's this thing called? Power balance. Google, show me the fact that I can still buy this product. Oh, US and Canada? Oh, a titanium series. Ooh, a more expensive version of your dog shit product that didn't work to begin with, but I can spend triple the price and get a better version of it that also doesn't work? Weird. Hang on. That's $30. But you were sold to the Chinese and you got sued, but I can still buy your product. This product is still being sold. You still defend pedophiles. Nothing's changed.